What's up, everybody? This is your boy Theo Wilson, and I was on my Facebook page earlier, and I saw my man Honors English had posted this video from the Milwaukee Chief of Police, and he was saying that the greatest problem that he has is black-on-black crime in the community, and nobody wants to seem to acknowledge it. They only want to point the finger when a white cop shoots a black kid. And he said we're not a sinless group, but this is the real source of the problem. And you listen to the guy talking, I mean, he's like an honorable guy. Like, you want to really be on his side. You know, he cares about the kids and whatnot. And I look underneath the venue, and the Klan rally from the trolls was just on. I mean, they're talking about the niggers finally need to take responsibility and listen to the truth about themselves. I'm like, where's this narrative coming from? That black people are somehow terrified to acknowledge that black folks are killing black folks. Let me tell you something. If you believe that black people are terrified to talk about black folks killing black folks, you just don't know black folks. You know numbers about black people, and you know statistics and property values go down when they move in and blah, 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 but you don't know our lives. Like, you don't know the reality of the situation. Here's the truth. This is an old problem. We've been dealing with this since the 90s. In fact, I remember it was so bad in the 90s that mainstream TV shows was addressing black-on-black violence. You know what I'm saying? Like Rock and Family Matters. And I remember this little event called the Million Man March, where 1 million black men got together on the Washington Monument lawn. And they were like, yeah, we need to address our unity in the community. Now, Farrakhan could have got them together and was like, well, now we're all together. Let's just kill some white folks. He didn't do that. He said, let's atone. Let's get right with ourselves. Let's get right with our brother. The fact is that the roots of black-on-black crime stem from self-hate. Where did these guys learn that black life was worthless? I wonder. Well, I'll put it like this. Black folks been killing black people, but nobody cared. Then they found that they could profit from prison. Then people started caring. But you know what happens to a black person who kills a black person? They go to prison. The book gets thrown at them. They spend the rest of their life behind bars. But what happens when a white cop kills a black person? You see, we know that the system can dispense justice on our behalf. It just happens to turn a blind eye when the person killing wears a badge. We're not out here screaming no equal numbers, no peace. We're screaming no justice, no peace. That's the difference. You see, if you're going to dispense justice on our behalf, dispense justice when everybody kills black folks, right? A dead kid's a dead kid, right? Every life is valuable. Well, apparently not. So let's look at the roots of the problem. If you out here committing crime, popping guns, being crazy, you probably was born in the late 90s. Who was president? This guy named Bill Clinton. Y'all remember him? Bill Clinton, during his time as president, doubled the black population in prison. You wonder where these daddies went, right? Before 1980, it was rare that anybody would spend more than 1 year in prison off of a non-violent drug-related charge. But that 3 strikes and you're ruined policy changed everything. You removed the economy that black folks had. That was our manufacturing base. Like, that's what we were doing to make money for ourselves. So then the under economy becomes the top economy. People start using drugs and start selling drugs. And then you change the laws to make that illegal, remove fathers from the homes, and you wonder why kids is crazy, right? But ultimately, I could say that I feel the worst for the cops. You know why? Because you're cleaning up a mess that your predecessors started. The natural answer to bad policing is to police your own communities. I remember there was this group that did that. They were called the Black Panthers. They were not only policing their communities, but they were keeping order. They were giving free breakfast, and they were educating people on economic empowerment. What happened to those guys? Cops. COINTELPRO. You see, when you want to talk about the ghetto, put it in its historical context, people. Fact is that the ghetto didn't just pop up. It arrived because of racist housing and lending practices, quarantining a bunch of poor people in one area, then putting police around the borders to defend so that the bad folks don't go to the wrong side of the tracks and start raping our white women. That's what really went on, right? These things take decades to develop. They just don't happen overnight. So you want to talk about taking responsibility. Everybody needs to start taking responsibility. That's just the way I see it. Because ultimately, unless you address the roots of the problem, it's going to keep on happening. That's my word. I'm Theo Wilson. Let's get real, people. All right? Peace.